Hi there again, I'm Jason. After watching our crevasse rescue videos, and there's a link in the description to one procedure with a 3-person rope team, I got a question from someone who was wanting to go lighter, and instead of using a microtraction as the progress capture of a haul system, potentially wanted to use a T-block. The T-block is a micro ascender with teeth. To set up the rope capture, we need to make sure that the wide end is going towards the load, and make sure that both the rope and the T-block are through the carabiner. It would be a catastrophic mistake to have the rope outside of the carabiner should the T-block break. I think there are 3 downsides to this setup in ascending order of concern. First, and solvable, we need to make sure we have some sort of adjustable catastrophe knot or knots in the system to avoid, in essence, belaying off a T-block without a backup. Second, there is a lot more friction with a T-block as we are running a rope over a carabiner, which is typically around 50% efficient, compared to the microtraction's 90% efficiency. But my major concern is the source of this person's question, how to release the T-block while it is under load. The issue with the T-block is that it really has to be fully unweighted in order to be released. The microtraction, in contrast, just needs a fraction of haul force to have its cam pop up, because once it does, we can use the integrated pulley mode button that will hold the cam and teeth off of the rope. With no such option on the T-block, here's how I might go about unweighting it and converting to a releasable system in case I needed to either belay or lower. Let's start out by assuming we are in some sort of haul system that has more mechanical advantage than a 1-to-1. For purposes of this demonstration, and to make it relevant to rock climbing hauls too, we'll make it a 3-to-1 with the load strand going to our T-block progress capture, and then the haul strand coming from the T-block and being attached back to the load strand with a traveling friction hitch. Here I'm using a clem heist, and we have a video on this knot with another link in the description. And then either we haul from there or move to a redirect so we can pull in an ergonomic way. Now though, to unload the T-block, we have some engineering to do. We need to build another system to which we can transfer the load. So we can use the redirect carabiner, or add a carabiner above, if need be, and tie a munter under tension. Now we can add a mule and overhand knot. And we have another video that goes step by step on this set of stacked knots as well. Now though, we still need to hoist the load without running rope through the T-block. So we can use the carabiner on the traveling friction hitch and add another carabiner up top. Because the munter mule overhand we tied has locked the strands, taking the brake strand down to the traveling friction hitch has created a 2-to-1 haul system on the load line. If that is enough mechanical advantage to lift the load, then fine. If not, we can run the rope up to the top carabiner and back to the traveling hitch several times if need be to create a block and tackle, increasing that mechanical advantage. Now, raising the load some, unweighting the T-block, we can tie off the block and tackle with another mule overhand. At this point, we can clean the T-block, getting it and its carabiner out of the way. The next step is to release the tied-off block and tackle and ease the weight back down until the munter mule overhand takes the weight. Now we completely deconstruct the block and tackle, including the top carabiner and the traveling friction hitch. We can repurpose that removed friction hitch by adding it to our brake strand behind our remaining Munter Mule overhand. Now we can undo the overhand while maintaining control of the brake strand. Since we are about to pop the system, we can make sure we keep cinching up our friction hitch while pulling the brake strand to release the mule knot. Now we are on just the Munter with our friction hitch backup, free to move the system with either an up or down movement of the climber. In this case, we'll lower. That was a lot. Hence the Petzl microtraction alternative, something I've decided to take with me on every glaciated outing. Do you have any devices in your glacier travel kit, or do you go old school? Tell us your preferences in the comments. Thanks for watching this video. Please like, subscribe, and share if you want to support us. For more information, you can go to our website at www.shortguysbetaworks.com. You can check out that video I mentioned on one version of a 3-person team's crevasse rescue procedure, or you can check out our entire glacier travel series. We'll see you next week and keep on getting more out of that big outside.